All right, boys, today we're going to be talking about the best card at every position in Madden 24. So we're going to go ahead and get started with quarterback. I think there's two people that I understand why I would use. One is Mahomes. I think he gets the best AP value, but in my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and go Doug Williams right here. The reason why I'm going Doug Williams over Mahomes, for me, it's all about that release. Also, with the light up token as well, this is my ability stack on Doug Williams. Get a ton of questions of what I run on Doug Williams. I run the Gunslinger X Factor, Set Feet Lead, Howard Master for discount, a gift wrapped in the tier 1, and also finally a roaming Deadeye. Doug Williams gets all 8 of my AP. So Doug Williams is going to be my quarterback. And again, I could understand why you would have Mahomes right here. Mahomes lets you put even more abilities on the field. Like I said, I totally get that, man. I just think Doug Williams is the better quarterback. Now, we talk about running back. Again, today we're talking about who's strictly the best. Marshawn Lynch is probably the best running back in the game. He's 3 million coins. Do I think he's worth that? No. The whole thing on him too is he gets that angry runs X Factor as well. So you get angry runs on him. But honestly, man, can I be completely honest with y'all? Run Peyton Hillis, run Derrick Henry. You're gonna not see a big difference in my opinion. Derrick Henry going for 442k. I mean, he's still great. He's 6'3", 255. Again, throw the angry run Ghost of Mud X Factor on him as well. You can also go Peyton Hillis as well, which, like I said, I get Beast Mode could be 99 speed on the theme team, Super Bowl theme team, but I just am not paying 3 mil for him. I would not recommend this, but I would say he's probably the best running back in the game. We're gonna go ahead and talk about fullback next. Fullback, I do think it is just Mike Allstott. Big body, he can be a good red zone back for you too. 94 speed, impact blocking, run block, all look pretty solid. Now let's go ahead and talk about receiver. At wide receiver 1, I don't even think it's close. I think it is Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron. So Megatron right here, he can go ahead and get that pre-lit double me, which is kind of crazy. That's on for 5 plays, off for 5 plays, so on like that. And even though people say, oh, double me gets countered by KO, blah, 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 you can't man press double me. Again, it's very nice to have. It's annoying. It's very good. We talk about wide receiver 2 through 3. I'm going to have, again, DK right here at wide receiver 2. And once again, I'm not really talking about value, but you see all these player specifics right here. You have to get him to his elevation 3 for him to be, in my opinion, wide receiver 2. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend running the double me X Factor on him. The reason why I say that is his double me and his tier 3 elevation, you have to still get 2 catches for 10 yards, which I know might not seem like a lot. I know. But here's the thing, man. We could actually get even better double B's on the field if we really wanted it. Great card, just not, you don't have to run the double me on him. You can run grab and go. You could run grab and go or third down threat on him for 0 AP. So it's a nice little 0 AP ability, again, on a tall receiver, 6'3", very good receiver. Now, wide receiver 3, this is where it gets tough. I kind of have, I don't want to say I have a tie, but I think it's between Plaxico and I think it's between MVS. I think I'll slightly go Plax. I think MVS right here, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, definitely has an argument, man. It's just Plax is 1 inch taller. That's it. Again, is it worth the 1.6 mil going from MVS to Plax? I'd say no, but I think Plax is slightly better. So this is what my receiving trio is looking like. We got the 3 giants. Now we're gonna go ahead and route out our skill positions right here with tight end. Tight end depends. Do you want more all around? Do you want speed? Do you run the ball a lot? Because me personally, I don't really run the ball a lot. I will say Kyle Pitts, again, tight end 1, and it's gonna be this Kyle Pitts. Now once again, if you have the free MCS Kyle Pitts, would I recommend upgrading to the 97? No, you don't have to. But once again, once you get this card to his elevation 3, which if you're curious how much that is, right? Well, you can only get 2 tokens, and how you get these other cards up to their elevation 3 is putting the 96 champions in them. What does that mean? That's around 600k. Every single one of these cards to get up to their elevation 3 costs 1.8 mil. If you're not including like the 2 tokens you could get for free. Kyle Pitts, when you get him up though, can get grab and go and third down threat, both for 0 AP, which is really game changing. I think that's really nice as a receiver. Now, if you're looking for more all the way around, I do think it's Casper. Casper can also get pre-lit double me as well. So you could have him and Calvin on the field, both with double me. And he's also 95 speed, 88 run block, gets that quick juke animation as well. I think it's Pitts or Casper for tight end for sure. So when we talk about offensive line right here, I'm going to be honest, it's really, for me, again, about abilities. For me, it's really about abilities. So at left tackle, I'm actually not going to have Andrew Whitworth. I'm going to have Christian Darrisaw. The reason why I have Christian Darrisaw is he actually gets natural talent for 0 AP. It's a good ability for 0 AP on the offensive line, right? That's why I think he is the best left tackle. Now at left guard right here, I do think it's Bruce Matthews. Has 96 pass block power, 97 pass block finesse, 94 run block. Just has the best stats in the game by far. Just has some of the best stats in the game for a left guard. Now Isaac Similau right here, what you're gonna notice is he gets crushed in pass block finesse, but again, he is 800k cheaper. I'm just saying, man, there are alternatives that are cheaper to the best cards. Center right here, we're actually gonna go ahead and go Josh Myers as well. Josh Myers, decent stats. I mean, to me, it's not a stats thing. For me, it's all about getting all day away this time for 0 AP, which is really, really nice. Natural talent, by the way, you have blocker resistance to start the game. So he basically starts out just, he's more resistant to the pass rush moves, meaning he will block better. And with Josh Myers all day, it won't help him win off the jump. But what will happen is if he does win off the jump, he's more likely to not get shedded when they lose off their first attempt, if that makes sense. At right guard right here, we are going to have Kevin Zeitler. He just has the best mix of like pass block power, pass block finesse, run block, all base 94. And finally at right tackle, for sure, one of the best cards in the game, Rob Havenstein right here. He's kind of crazy again once we get him to his elevation 3. Again, it's not a stats thing for him. He gets secure protector, which is the counter for every defensive line ability, run stopping abilities, unstoppable force, edge shred elite, you name it, and secure protector counters it. He can also in his elevation 3 get secure protector, then linchpin, all for 0 AP, which I just think is absolutely crazy. I think he's one of the best cards in the game. Yeah, boys, this is what my offense is looking like. Now, after editing this back, I do want to mention one other player on offense, and that's going to be a running back 2. Now, this is by no means someone that I think is one of the top like 4 running backs in the game, but if you don't care about having those angry runs X factors as a running back, I love this CMC card. Yes, more than his free more than his free Super Bowl card. And also, if you don't want this card, just use his 96. His 96 is also, I think, like for me, probably the number 6 running back in the game. Love this card right here because of the fact that he can go ahead and get jukebox for 0 AP. I think that is one of the best 0 AP abilities in the game. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about the defense. Now with defense right here, I kind of debated on what to do because you can kind of treat it different ways. You can treat it as pieces in the secondary. And what I decided to do today was just give you guys, hey, this is who I think is the best free safety. This is who I think is the best right outside linebacker, so on like that. Keep it position specific. So we're going to talk about free safety right here. And I am going to have Kevin Byard. So I'm actually going to pull up Kevin Byard's card right here so you can see what I'm talking about. He isn't the tallest, not the fastest, and coverage isn't great. So why is he here? Guess what? This game is ran by ability. So when we get him up to his elevation 3, this is what he can unlock. Mid-zone KO for 0, deep end zone KO for 1, pick artist for 0 as well. So you can unlock all this. So you can go mid-zone, deep end, and pick artist all for 1 AP, which if you're in a cover 3 or cover 4 base defense, like I like to run a lot, that's basically a perfect stack. And also for his X factor, he can get universal coverage, relatively easy to activate as well. Now, am I saying replace the pass rush X factors with that? No. But what I am saying is I think with that ability stack, he is the best free safety. Now, we're gonna go ahead and talk about strong safety right here. I'm gonna go ahead and have Jair Brown with an honorable mention to Justin Reed as well. So which is deep out plus deep in for 1 AP, and then he gets pick artist on top of that for 0 AP. Think that's crazy. But Justin Reed right here, he's 96 speed, 96 acceleration. He gets the sack we just covered though. He could get like mid zone and deep in for 2 AP, which I don't hate. Like I said, I like Jair Brown a little bit more, but to each their own. Thought he deserves an honorable mention, but I probably will say Jair Brown's the best. Now we're going to talk about the front 7 right here. At right outside linebacker, the best pure right outside linebacker in my opinion is Keith Bullock. 94 speed, great pass rusher, can also get that dual threat X factor, which again you can run. We'll go ahead and put it on him right here. This essentially is unstoppable force as well. It's also every single KO, so he can be someone that drops into a zone for you. He can rush the passer. He can literally do it all. Now middle linebacker 1 and 2, I will have Tremaine Edmonds. Once again, you're going to be surprised at how many this Gen Key Force card. I think all the champions are going to make it, which a lot of people said the promo was mid. I think the promo was bad, but the cards were good, if that makes sense. Now this card right here, he's 6'5", and we get him up to his elevation 3. This is what he can get. Okay, he can get lurk artist for 0, and then in elevation 3 gets secure tackler for 0. So in my opinion, he's just the perfect ultimate user. And at middle linebacker 2 right here, we are going to have one of my probably my favorite user in the game. It's going to be Chuck Howley, upgraded to his just base 95 no lighted up token, and he's 95 speed, 96 acceleration. He can get lurk artist for 0 AP. Love this Chuck Howley. Think he is a. And at left outside linebacker, I have two cards that I think very similar things of. It's Leo Chanel and also Christian Harris. Very similar things. Now again, I said this in a different video, but I got a comment saying basically like I said Leo Chanel moves more like a truck, and they said, oh, his acceleration is change direction. While yes, his acceleration and change of direction is higher than Christian Harris, look at the weight. It's 261. Christian Harris is 226. Players that get above 245, they start to run routes different. They start to move a little bit different as well. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying the movement is a bad thing. I'm just saying it is different. So I could see you going either way right here. I'll go Leo Chanel. Again, it's a toss up for me. This is a player kind of like Keith Bullock, can drop into a zone, can rush the passer, can do both things. Lurk artist for 0 on him, and he's great. Love Leo Chanel. He's a cool card. Now, before we talk about CB, we're going to go ahead and talk about right end right here. Now, when we talk about right end, the best pure right end, I think, is Chase Young with that no outsiders for 0. That's cool. But I will say, he isn't in my top 4 pass rushers. That's for damn sure. It's not Will Anderson. It's not Cam Jordan for me. It's not 96 Will Anderson. George Karlaftis, one of the best cards in the game, period. 94 speed, 96 block shed, 96 power moves, 93 finesse moves. He is a beast. Run that Colossus X Factor on him for 0. Use the lighted up token on him. He is a game changer. Now, who I would run over Chase Young that is a left end, right? I would run Reggie White over him. Also run Justin Madubuike over him as well with that unstoppable force for 0. And you know what? I know I said I was going to keep people in position, but just trust me, man. Just use the unstoppable force, people. Just do it, man. It makes defense so much easier. In a defensive tackle 1 right here, I think there's no doubt about it. Warren Sapp, another person I would recommend using the lighted up token on. 90 speed, 86 acceleration, 98 block shed, 95 finesse moves, 94 power moves. Again, put that unstoppable force on him. He can get secure tackler as well, and also inside stuff for 1 AP. Now at defensive tackle 2, this is kind of interesting because this is another person that I'd probably play out of position. I'd probably play Justin Madubuike, defensive tackle 2. I would then move one of the lurker arts linebackers to defensive end. And you know what? We'll do that right here. This is what my lineup looks like. I play Christian Harris right here. So Leah Chanel and Christian Harris. I just think they're both great cards. So again, that's why I have them here. Can rush the passer, can drop into a zone. Love this. And then you have 3 rushers right here that have unstoppable force that can absolutely just get after the quarterback, right? This is exactly what my lineup looks like. Now we're going to talk about corners. Now corners is about scheme, but CB1, CB2, I really don't think it's a debate. CB1 for me, we're going to have Charvarius Ward in this spot, and we are going to go ahead and have Herb Adderley in this spot right here. So these 2 cards right here, right? What makes them so good? They get the same exact stack, by the way, which I think I can show on Herb Adderley. Actually, I can't. It's not loaded on GG, but they can get deep zone KO, which is deep out zone KO plus deep end zone KO. We don't really need the deep end zone KO. They just get that for discount. They can also get mid zone on top of that for 3 AP total. That just plays so many different things, man. Love the Charvarius Ward, love the Herb Adderley. And it's CB3 right here. This is a slot corner. I have Mel Blount. I think he is the best slot CB in the game. I think you can maybe say Randy Moss right here too, and I don't think you're crazy, but he's 6'3", 97 speed, 96 man, 94 zone, 94 press. The big thing on him, what I would run on him, is just pick artist for 0. That's really it. All you need in your slot, in my opinion, is pick artist for 0. So love the Mel Blount right here. And if you need another one, right, like some people run the dollar, they have 4 DBs. I would then just go ahead, run like a Josh Williams. Again, just someone 0 AP pick artist. That's what I would recommend. And you might be surprised you don't see like Night Train on here with 1 AP deep out. I know you don't see Parham on here either with 1 AP deep out. I want mid zone on my outside corners. It's all about your scheme. If that fits your scheme though, run what fits your scheme. I'm telling you guys what I think is the best. And also on defense, we got some surprise reveals as well that we're going to go ahead and do another audible round too. I want to talk about Derwin James right here as a strong safety. You can run him though. Strong safety corner. Honestly, probably would play him at corner over Charvarius Ward. If you did want to do it, you can go either way. But the big thing on Derwin James, right, gets an absurd ability stack. So I would play him at corner, 96 speed, 6'2" height. Now, the reason why I would play him there, right, let's go through and look at his abilities now for like X Factor and stuff, avalanche or reinforcement. To me, that stuff really doesn't matter. For me, what I think is insane, right? Look at these discounts real quick. So mid zone KO for 0, deep out zone KO for 2, and then either flat zone or pick artist for 0. Absolutely perfect. Like he gets every single KO on the outside corner that could activate for 2 AP, or he gets deep out mid zone for what's it called, 2 AP total with pick artists on the outside. I think he is absolutely perfect as an outside corner. And the person that would replace Derwin for me as the strong safety, it could be Charvarius Ward with that deep zone KO mid zone. I don't hate that at all. And honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have Charvarius Ward right here, deep zone KO mid zone. Herb Adderley has 3 AP, Derwin James with 2 AP, that is 5, 6 AP for Kevin Byard, and then 3 AP for Charvarius Ward, which is 9 AP. So you now have 3 AP to spend on potentially inside stuffs across the board on the defensive line. Could do that. With that as well, we do have a new DT that didn't know if I wanted to keep him on the list or not, but Dexter Lawrence is also someone that is kind of interesting too. So when we take a look at his abilities, he can go ahead and get unstoppable force elevated 3. You have to wait 3 plays for it to be on, I believe. And then for his just base abilities, this is pretty crazy as well. He can get interior threat or unpredictable for 0, and then also run stopper for 0 as well, which I think is really, really crazy. So could see Dexter Lawrence being your DT2 as well. So, and finally, kicker and punter. Punter is Bradley Pinion with 94 kick power, and kicker is like the freaking 3-way tie. Dustin Hopkins, Harrison Butker, and also Gary Anderson. They all have the same kick power and the same kick accuracy. You know what? Let's go Dustin Hopkins in this one. Why not? They can also all get the stack of like focus kicker plus Zen kicker, and you'll have the slow meter no matter what. So yeah, boys, this is what my updated best player at every position is looking like. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, who should be on the list that I left off the list. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden. If you guys want to watch me use a team just like this live, make sure to also hit that noti bell on YouTube or check the links in the description. Hit that Twitch with a follow. I've been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Would love to see you on some streams, man. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here because I ranked the best middle linebackers in Madden 24.